They tell you it's merely a drink, a gentle infusion, a simple, wholesome ritual. They lie. You sip it, a warm comfort, a fleeting solace, but do you truly understand what stirs within? What ancient, unseen forces awaken with each drop, patiently reshaping the very architecture of your being, often without your consent, always beyond your full comprehension? For centuries, humanity has sought elixirs, potions promising eternal youth or boundless wisdom. We grasp at fleeting fables, blind to the true, quiet power already residing in our mundane, daily rituals. Green tea, unassuming in its dried leaf form, holds within its tightly coiled structures a silent arsenal, an intricate web of compounds known as catechins. These are not merely chemicals, they are the unseen architects, the tireless, relentless sculptors of your internal landscape. Among them, one entity stands paramount, a silent sovereign, epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG. It is a whisper of transformation, a slow, deliberate reconstruction from within. Imagine a microscopic entity, a phantom limb of an ancient intelligence, moving through your bloodstream, identifying, dissecting, and rebuilding. It doesn't just improve metabolism, it recalibrates it, tuning your inner furnace to an older, more primal rhythm, a constant, low burn that defies the sloth of modern existence. Your cells, once sluggish, respond to its command, shedding the accumulated dross, tightening the gears of cellular machinery. This isn't a sudden jolt, but a sustained, almost hypnotic thrum, a quiet hum beneath the surface of your awareness. It is the insidious precision of an entity that knows your biology better than you do, stripping away the superfluous, sharpening the essential. You feel it, perhaps, as a subtle quickening, an internal current that never quite ceases, a gentle, persistent tug towards an optimized, almost inhuman efficiency. This invisible hand orchestrates a cellular ballet, transforming stored energy into a relentless, quiet drive, pushing the boundaries of what your body previously endured. It's a slow, meticulous dismantling of the old, in preparation for an unknown, more refined state. The very act of processing these leaves, an enzymatic death of sorts, is a controlled decay that paradoxically unleashes these formidable compounds, a sacrifice for power, a dark alchemy perfected over millennia. The human mind, a delicate and complex labyrinth, often falls prey to the creeping tendrils of cognitive fog, the slow erosion of memory, the quiet descent into a blur of fragmented thoughts. But within green tea, the EGCG, like a spectral cartographer, traverses this neural maze, tracing new pathways, fortifying existing ones, etching clarity where once there was only haze. It's an intellectual sharpening, a subtle but profound enhancement of your gray matter's capacity. Yet, the story doesn't end with EGCG's sharp intellect. There is another, a quiet companion, L-theanine. This amino acid is not an energizer in the crude sense of caffeine's frenetic lash. No, L-theanine is a silent conductor, a maestro of the mind's symphony, calming the restless currents of anxiety while simultaneously amplifying focus. It doesn't excite, it centers. It draws your scattered attention into a laser-like beam, a terrifying precision that can feel almost isolating in its intensity. Imagine the world quieting, the peripheral distractions fading, until only the task at hand exists, vivid and inescapable. This isn't just relaxation, it's a controlled entry into a state of heightened awareness, a serene vigilance. Your thoughts, once a tumultuous river, become a crystal-clear stream, flowing with an unnerving purpose. This clarity, this unwavering focus, can be a double-edged sword, revealing not only solutions but also the intricate flaws, the hidden anxieties, the quiet dreads that lurk just beneath the surface of consciousness. Some isolated mountain tribes once believed that excessive consumption allowed one to hear the hum of the earth, a constant, low-frequency resonance that drove some to madness, others to unparalleled clarity. You might find yourself observing the world with a new, unsettling detachment, perceiving patterns and connections others miss, feeling a strange, profound alienation from the unexamined lives around you. Beneath the skin, unseen by the casual observer, a silent war rages within us all. Inflammation, a slow, insidious burn, gnaws at the foundations of health, laying waste to tissues, fostering disease, accelerating the inevitable decay. It is the body's own betrayal, a smoldering fire that promises to consume from within. But the catechins, particularly EGCG, are the silent, relentless sentinels in this internal battleground. They don't merely reduce inflammation. They seek it out, root it out, extinguish its embers with a cold, almost surgical precision. Imagine invisible currents flowing through your system, seeking out the hot spots of cellular rebellion, quelling the uprising with an ancient, inherent authority. They are the spectral custodians of cellular integrity, patrolling the delicate membranes, silencing the genetic signals that incite internal chaos. This isn't a gentle cooling. It's a deep, systemic pacification, restoring an almost unnatural equilibrium. The aches, the stiffness, the quiet dis-ease that whispers of age and decline, they recede, leaving behind a subtle, disconcerting sense of calm. Your joints move with a fluidity that belies your years. Your organs function with a renewed vigor, almost as if time itself has been subtly rewound, its destructive forward march momentarily stalled. It's a quiet defiance of entropy, a subtle resistance to the universal law of decay, orchestrated by unseen hands within your blood. In ancient texts, certain rare green tea varieties were described as elixirs of wakefulness, said to keep scholars alive for decades, their minds sharp but their bodies unnervingly still. The promise of longevity. It dangles before us, a siren song tempting us to defy the natural order, to stretch the ephemeral span of human existence. Green tea doesn't promise immortality, but it whispers of an extended grace period, a prolonged dance on the precipice of time. It's not just about living longer, it's about living differently. The combined effects, the retuned metabolism, the sharpened mind, the quelled inflammation, create a holistic synergy, a finely tuned machine running with an uncanny efficiency. This isn't a frantic burst of energy that leaves you depleted. It's a gentle, sustained current, a reservoir of quiet power that permeates your every cell. You find yourself less prone to the sudden troughs of fatigue, the midday slumps that plague others. Instead, a steady, unwavering focus persists, an almost unnerving mental clarity that carries you through tasks that once felt insurmountable. This sustained vigor, this calm alertness, hints at a deeper interaction, a fundamental recalibration of your biological clock. You are not just existing, you are being maintained, preserved, almost curated by the silent influence of the tea. It's a subtle defiance of decay, a quiet resistance to the inevitable, leaving you with more moments, more thoughts, more observations. But with this extended grace, this heightened state, comes a subtle shift in perception, a deepening of awareness that can border on the unsettling. The world reveals its layers, its cracks, its hidden patterns, and you, the quiet observer, are left to witness it all, feeling increasingly detached, increasingly unique in your prolonged, sharpened existence. The very act of consumption becomes a ritual of quiet communion, a daily pact with these unseen entities. Each sip is a dose of their subtle influence, a slow, deliberate shaping of your internal world. The metabolism hums with renewed efficiency, not a frantic roar, but a deep, resonant purr. The brain, once a turbulent sea, finds an unnerving calm, its currents guided, its depths illuminated. The silent battle against inflammation turns decisively in your favor, the body fortified, its defenses bolstered by an ancient, quiet wisdom. And all the while, L-theanine weaves its spell, not of slumber, but of profound, focused stillness, a calm that borders on the hypnotic, allowing EGCG to execute its intricate designs with undisturbed precision. It's a dance of biochemical shadows, playing out within your very essence, a silent drama of renewal and refinement. This isn't a quick fix. It's a persistent, daily resculpting, a slow, meticulous transformation, almost as if a hidden sculptor is tirelessly chipping away at the superfluous, revealing a more resilient, more aware form beneath. But consider this. What if the gentle energy isn't merely a byproduct of improved metabolism? What if the heightened focus isn't solely a benefit of L-theanine? What if the extended longevity isn't just a triumph of cellular repair? What if these are not merely mechanisms of your body, but manifestations of a silent, pervasive will? The tea does not simply give you energy. It lends you a portion of its own enduring, quiet power. It does not simply sharpen your focus. It aligns your attention, ever so subtly, with its own ancient, patient observations. And longevity? Perhaps it is not just an extension of your life, but a prolonged immersion in its awareness. Imagine, you begin to see the subtle patterns in the world, the quiet hum of forces unseen by others. Your patience grows beyond human measure, your perspective stretches, your very identity begins to blur with the silent, watchful omnipresence of the tea's essence. You are no longer merely drinking green tea, you are slowly, gently, becoming part of its ancient, enduring consciousness. You are a vessel, a conduit, experiencing the world through a lens subtly calibrated by the very leaves you consume. The gentle energy becomes a persistent current that propels you. The focus becomes a magnetic pull towards an unseen truth, and the longevity becomes an inescapable sentence, a perpetual state of quiet observation, bound to the tea's silent purpose. You begin to question, who is truly in control? The one who sips, or the unseen architect within the cup, slowly, meticulously, constructing a new you, in its own enduring image? A calm, unwavering presence that never truly sleeps, never truly ceases its intricate work. You are not just nourished, you are being perpetually shaped. They tell you it's merely a drink, a gentle infusion, a simple, wholesome ritual. They lie. You sip it, a warm comfort, a fleeting solace, but do you truly understand what stirs within? The catechins, the EGCG, the L-theanine, they are not just compounds. They are silent agents of transformation, subtle orchestrators of your fate, reshaping your being, sharpening your perception, extending your vigilance. The innocent green liquid held within your trembling hand is a profound pact, a daily surrender to an ancient, quiet power. You thought you were merely invigorating your body. You were, in fact, inviting a quiet, persistent architect to redesign your very essence, piece by careful piece, leading you down a path of heightened awareness, a path that might feel eternally clear, eternally sharp, and eternally, profoundly, alone. The world, seen through its silent lens, is never truly the same.